Welcome to Modern Psychology, where we explore the latest research and insights from the world of psychology. Today's topic is imposter syndrome, a phenomenon that affects many people, particularly high achievers. Imposter syndrome is characterized by a persistent feeling of inadequacy, despite evidence to the contrary. It can lead to self-doubt, anxiety, and even depression, and can hold us back from reaching our full potential. But the good news is that imposter syndrome can be overcome. In this video, we'll explore what imposter syndrome is, why it happens, and most importantly, how to overcome it and embrace your success. What is imposter syndrome? Imposter syndrome is a psychological pattern in which individuals doubt their accomplishments and have a persistent, internalized fear of being exposed as a fraud. Despite evidence to the contrary, individuals with imposter syndrome often feel that they are not as competent or successful as others perceive them to be. They may worry that they don't deserve their achievements and fear being found out as a fraud. Imposter syndrome was first identified in the 1970s by psychologists Pauline Clance and Suzanne Imes, who described it as a common experience among high-achieving women. However, research has since shown that imposter syndrome affects people of all genders and backgrounds. Why does imposter syndrome happen? Imposter syndrome can have many causes, but some common factors include perfectionism. Many individuals with imposter syndrome are perfectionists who set impossibly high standards for themselves. When they inevitably fall short of these standards, they feel like failures. Childhood experiences, such as being told they weren't good enough or being compared unfavorably to others, can contribute to imposter syndrome. Cultural or societal pressure. Societal and cultural expectations around achievement and success can create pressure to perform. And when individuals feel like they can't meet these expectations, they may feel like frauds. Lack of role models. When individuals don't see people who look like them succeeding in their field, they may feel like they don't belong or that their success is not legitimate. Signs of imposter syndrome. Here are some common signs of imposter syndrome. Constant self-doubt. Individuals with imposter syndrome are often plagued by self-doubt and second-guess themselves. Discounting accomplishments. Individuals with imposter syndrome may downplay their accomplishments, attributing them to luck or outside help rather than their own abilities. Fear of failure. Because they feel like frauds, individuals with imposter syndrome may fear failure more than others. Procrastination. Procrastination can be a sign of imposter syndrome because individuals may avoid tasks that they feel like they can't complete to their own high standards. Overcoming imposter syndrome. The good news is that imposter syndrome can be overcome. Here are some strategies for overcoming imposter syndrome. Recognize your own achievements. Make a list of your accomplishments and review it regularly. Try to focus on what you've done well, rather than what you haven't. Reframe your thoughts. When negative thoughts about your abilities creep in, reframe them in a more positive light. For example, instead of thinking, "I'm not good enough," try thinking, "I'm capable and have achieved a lot already." Share your feelings with others. Talking about your imposter syndrome with others can help you realize that you're not alone. It can also help you gain perspective on your achievements and see them in a more positive light. Practice self-care. Taking care of yourself, both physically and mentally, can. Imposter syndrome can be a tough challenge to overcome, but with the right tools and mindset, it's possible to embrace your success and move forward with confidence. Remember, you are not alone in feeling this way, and seeking help from a therapist, coach, or mentor can be a great first step. With some practice and persistence, you can learn to recognize your accomplishments, acknowledge your strengths, and take pride in your achievements. So don't let imposter syndrome hold you back any longer. Take charge of your thoughts and emotions, and start living up to your full potential today.